is Lami'ah Momoh, and today I'm going to talk to you about the different types of CBD oil available. Now, there are three main types of CBD oil. Full spectrum, which means it has cannabinoids and terpenes and THC in it. We also have broad spectrum, which means it has cannabinoids without THC. And then we have distillate. Distillate just means if somebody tells you they have distillate CBD, that means it's CBD with nothing in it, doesn't have anything else added, it's just CBD in it, just one cannabinoid, CBD. Now, sometimes people will say they took a particular brand of CBD oil or they bought this CBD oil and it didn't work for the ailment that they were trying to address. Now, the reason for that is simply because the cannabinoid that is responsible for addressing that ailment that you have was not present in that CBD oil. So some people will tell you that they have full spectrum. The only thing that they have in their oil is CBD and THC. CBD itself, the cannabinoid CBD, will help address pain, mood, anxiety, depression, heart disease, inflammation, and some symptoms of cancer. Let's say, for example, there's a child that has epilepsy and they take CBD distillate. CBD distillate is not going to help address that epilepsy because it doesn't have CBDV in it, and CBDV is a cannabinoid responsible for helping address that ailment. If someone is suffering from insomnia, for instance, they can't sleep, and they buy CBD oil. It could be full spectrum, because sometimes it might be full spectrum, but it might not have all the cannabinoids responsible for whatever ailments someone is suffering from. So if I'm suffering from insomnia and I buy a full spectrum CBD oil that doesn't have CBN in it, it's not going to work for me. So you need to understand exactly what is in that CBD oil you're buying. That's the best way to avoid all this complaints of, oh, this CBD didn't work for me, because even the person selling it might not know. I know that there are two types of full spectrum. One is true full spectrum, and then the other one is full spectrum. The full spectrum that you wouldn't know this unless if you deal directly with manufacturers. Now, the full spectrum, a lot of the time manufacturers might tell you that they have full spectrum. That full spectrum just has CBD and THC in it. That's it. It doesn't have anything else. So if you buy that from them without finding out what other cannabinoids are in there, then the only things that you'll be able to address are whatever ailments CBD and THC can address. You can't address, you will not be able to address things like insomnia, epilepsy, autism, and things like that, because you don't have the cannabinoids responsible for those ailments are not in the CBD that you bought. So the best thing to do is ask for lab test results. So if you know the cannabinoids that need to be in the oil, then you check it against the oil that you're buying. That's the easiest way. But if you're buying CBD distillate, just understand that the only thing you're getting in that CBD oil is CBD, is one cannabinoid, and it's CBD. So if you don't know what CBD does, go to the internet and go and find out what health ailments CBD itself helps to address. Then you understand exactly what you're getting, what you're buying. So if it's anxiety and depression and you just buy CBD distillate, that's okay, that's enough, it will work for you. It's gonna work. But if it's something outside anxiety, depression, heart-related disease, pain, inflammation, and some symptoms of cancer, it's not going to work. So just get the right CBD oil for you. Find out what it is. that's inside that CBD oil and know if it's something that you need. If it's not something that you need, then you go and look for one that will work for you. Now, my brand, Sterling Herbal CBD Oil, has all the benefits of the cannabis plant. And not only does it have all the benefits of the cannabis plant, it also has THC and THCV. So most ailments it will be able to help address. I make no medical claims, but I stand on the testimonials of hundreds of people that have come back to attest to the efficacy of the Sterling Herbal brand. So I know what I'm saying. We call ourselves the Royce of CBD oil, and we are indeed the Royce of CBD, the best amongst the best. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope I've answered your question. Bye-bye.